Hello, welcome to the second installment of the Good Shepherd Post-game show. I'm Jeff Nellermoe, and this is
Josh Stephenson. And Jeff, we had a few surprises this weekend, one of which was FC Dallas and the LA Galaxy. Two saved penalties, both Cudicini and Fernandez on the other side saved a penalty, and it looked like it was going to finish scoreless. George John scored an 87th minute goal, but was unable to celebrate because he was hit in the head with a beer bottle.
Yeah, that was amazing. Fans don't throw things. Now, last week we did say that we thought LA would come in with tired legs, but they looked pretty sharp there for a while.
They did. I didn't think LA would win, and they didn't, but they did not look as slow as everyone expected them to be, especially after the disappointment of the loss against Monterrey.
Now, one of the surprises for me was the Seattle-New England game. I thought for sure that Seattle, being home, looking for their first win of the season, would pull through.
Yeah, Seattle's having some of the same struggles RSL had last season. They can't find a goal. Their new DP forward, Martins, is injured. Eddie Johnson is gone. And David Estrada's gone. They just can't find a goal, and they're still looking for that first win of the season.
So Josh, several games were played during Week 7. Was there anything of surprise or note for you?
There was the Nat Borchers handball call in the box against Vancouver. Should not have been handball. RSL should have won that game. It was kind of a ridiculous call. DC United at home against their big I-95 rivals, New York Red Bulls, and they lost. They got trounced by the Red Bulls, 2-0. Thierry Henry and who else? Jamison Olave.
Yeah, he looked sharp.
Yes, Olave's on fire, but that could change. He'll be out for a week or two with the injury he picked up against Sporting.
Of interest to me, because I grew up near Portland, Oregon, was the Portland-San Jose rivalry. And that was a very heated match. Things got chippy pretty fast.
The game was largely scoreless for the first half. No real opportunities. It was very chippy in the midfield. Then in the second half, things started to heat up. In the 70th minute, Alan Gordon got a second yellow card for elbowing defender Mikel Silvestri in the mouth, and he ended up having to get his lip stitched up for bleeding. And then he was suspended for 3 games for a homophobic slur at ex-RSL midfielder Will Johnson, who whipped in an amazing free kick about 10 minutes after Gordon was sent off to win against San Jose 1-0.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It looked to be about 25 to 30 yards out, just bent it right over the wall into the upper left corner of the net.
Yeah, my only question about that is why couldn't he do that with RSL?
So Josh, now that we've completed 7 weeks, who are the league leaders for the Good Shepherd Fantasy League?
Yes, Casey Henderson and Jeff Stephenson have both passed Kay White in the all-time leaderboard this week. Kay is still hanging in there, although she's about 40 points behind both Jeff and Casey. Casey and Jeff really wanted to catch her, and they did successfully.
It's really important in Fantasy League to pay attention to the bye weeks and also to the weeks where a team might be playing double games, because you could catch up quite quickly.
Yes, if a team is playing 2 games in a week, like New York and Kansas City this week, you'll want to pick up on players from those teams because they'll get twice as many points as they might get in a normal round because they play 2 games.
As the weeks progress, we'll be introducing new segments. One of them is Woulda, Shoulda, Coulda, as we follow one of our players and as they pick their starting 11 and make their transfers and then compare the results. We hope this is informative for you, and it should be fun to watch. So that's it for this week's installment of the GSLC Game Show, and we'll see you next week.